Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 1 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 1 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We are going to start with the chapter measurement. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter measurement, and the lessons we're going to cover today are read a thermometer, compare objects length and height, measure using objects, measure using an inch ruler, which customary unit of length is appropriate. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I am on grade 1 math. The chapter we are on right now is measurement. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is read a thermometer. So let's just start with the lesson. What is the temperature? Thermometers look like this, right? We are going to learn how do we read the temperature on the thermometer. Why we use the thermometer? Thermometers are used to read the temperature, right? Either the temperature of the room, either the temperature of the human body, right? So thermometers are used to measure the temperature, right? So how do we measure the thermometer? That just look at the red color and the white color, right? You have to read where the color is changing from red to white. Here at this line you have to read where from at the where color is changing, right? So this line match to 5. So that means that is 5 degrees Celsius. There are two units to measure the temperature. One is Celsius and the other is Fahrenheit, right? So for this one, the temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. Let's see how do we read the temperature. So what is the temperature? You have to read the temperature. So you need to match the line where the temperature, where the color is changing from red to white. So just match this line. The line match with 0. So that is 0 degrees Celsius. The correct option is 0. The correct option is 0 degrees Celsius. So the correct option is 0. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? What is the temperature, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0 degree F, right? Here we are measuring the temperature in Fahrenheit. So the correct option is 0 degree Fahrenheit, right? Here you have 0. So the correct option is 0 degree F. What is the temperature? So just match this line, that is 70 degree F. The correct option is 70 degree Fahrenheit F. It is. What is the temperature? Which is the correct option? That is 10 degrees Celsius. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the temperature? Very good. That is 30 degree F. The correct option is. The correct option is 30 degree F. What is the temperature? Which is the correct option? That is 0 degree F. Option number. The last one is the correct option, right? That is 0 degree F. What is the temperature? Which is the correct option? That is 40 degree Celsius, right? Option number. The last one is the correct option. That is 40 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature? Which is the correct option? That is 65 degree Fahrenheit. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 65 degree Fahrenheit, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is compare objects length and height. So let's just see how do we compare. Which caterpillar is the longest? You have to measure the length of the caterpillar. You have to see the longest one, right? So you have to compare their lengths. This is the shortest one because the length of this caterpillar is smallest among all, right? And this is the caterpillar that is the longest in the length because it has the length that is greatest among all. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Which comb is the shortest? You have to find the one that is the shortest one. So the one shortest one is the one that has the smallest length, right? You have to measure their length. So that is the one that has the shortest length, right? So the correct option is this is the shortest, the correct option. Which table is the longest? The correct option is you have to find the longest one. So option number one is the correct option. That is the longest one, right? The one with the most length is the longest one. Very good. Which piece of wood is the longest? Just look at the options. So which is the correct option? That is very good. Option number one is the correct option. That is the longest one. Which cactus is the shortest? Here you are given the options. Just look at the options. So which one is the shortest? Option number one is the correct option, right? That is the shortest one. Which sword is the longest? So which is the correct option? Here is the options. Which is the longest one? Option number one is the correct option. Very good. Which sandwich is the shortest? Which is the correct option? You have to find the one that has the smallest length, right? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number one is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is measure using objects. Use dice to measure the line. Basically, you have to measure the length of things and you have to measure them using other things, right? For example, you need to measure the length of this line, but you have to measure it using the dice. You need to see how the line is, how dice long, right? The correct option is that this line is just one dice long. The correct option is one. Let's just start with the test questions. Use paper clips to measure the length of the line. So here you have to measure the length of the line using the paper clips, right? So this is, I think, three paper clips long, right? The correct option is three paper clips long. Oh, wrong answer. Two paper clips long, right? That is two paper clip long, right? Use dice to measure the line, which is the correct option. That is one dice long. The correct option is option number two. Use dice to measure the line. So, how dice long? Which is the correct option? The line is 10 dice long, right? You have to place the dice with the line and you have to measure, get so many dice with you, make a line, keep the dice, start keeping the dice from the right corner of the line and keep them without any distance until the left end of the line, and then you have to count how many dice you have placed, right? That is 10 dice long. Option number 3 is the correct option, right? That is just 6 dice long. It's a guess. So that is 6 dice long, right? Use dice to measure the line, which is the correct option. That is 1 dice long. The correct option is 1 dice long. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Use paper clips to measure the line. So which is the correct option? I think it would be 5 paper clips long, right? The correct option is 5. Again, that's a mistake. 3 paper clips long. The correct option is 3 paper clips long, right? Use dice to measure the line. So, how dice long? The correct option is yes, I think 5 dice long it is. Okay, again, that's a mistake. It is just 6 dice long, right? Okay, you just have to understand the concept, right? So, let's just move on to next lesson. That is measure using an inch ruler. That is exactly the right way to measure the things. Place the ruler with a line and measure the length of the line. So you have to move the ruler to measure the length of the line to the nearest inches. So how do you measure? You have to line up the left end of the line with a zero mark on the ruler. So just line up the ruler with a zero mark and just match it with the on the left right end of the on the ruler. So the left end starts with zero and the right end ends with 1 inches. So that means the length of the line is 1 inch. Let's just start with the test questions. Move the ruler to measure the length of the line to the nearest inches. Match the left end of the ruler with zero. Match the left end of the line with a zero on the ruler and measure to the right end. So that is 3 inches long. The correct option is the line is about 3 inches long. Option number 2 is the correct option. Move the ruler to measure the length of the line to the nearest inches. So which is the correct option? That is 3 inches. The correct option is very good. That is 3 inches. Move the ruler to measure the length of the line to the nearest inch. So which is the correct option? That is 1 inch long. Option number 3 is the correct option. Very good. Move the ruler to measure the length of the line to the nearest inch. So which is the correct option? That is 2 inches long. The correct option is 2 inches. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is which customary unit of length is appropriate. So let's just start with the lesson. So we measured the length of the line, right? And we say 4 inches. So basically inches is the unit to measure the length of the line. Now we are going to see which unit is appropriate. Some of the units are used to measure the length of the smaller things, and some of the units are used to measure the length of the bigger things. For example, which is the better estimate for the length of a door? You are given 8 inches and 8 feet, right? So the doors must be 8 feet because inches is a smaller unit, right? So 8 inches is too short for the length of the door. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Which is the better estimate for the height of a shower head? 8 feet, 8 inches. Inches is a smaller unit, right? For the height of the shower head, that must be 6 feet because 6 inches is too small to measure the height of the shower head. Got it? Which is the better estimate for the length of a finger? So, which is the correct option? That is that is the length of finger, right? So it must be 2 inches because 2 feet is too long to measure the length of the finger. Got it? Which is a better estimate to for the height of a swing set? So which is the correct option? That is the height of the swing set, right? That must not be in the inches because inches is the smallest. Smaller unit, that must be 7 feet. The correct option is 7 feet. Which is a better estimate for the height of the ketchup bottle? So now you have to see the height of the ketchup bottle, right? It must not be 1 inch, it must be 1 foot. The correct option is 1 foot. Which is a better estimate for the length of a postcard? 5 inch, 5 feet. That's a postcard, right? It must be 5 inches. 5 feet is too large for the postcard. Got it? Which is the better estimate for the length of a rack? So, which is the correct option? That is 5 feet. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the length of tennis racket? 27 feet or 27 inches? That is 27 inches long, right? 27 feet is too much. Which is the better estimate for the length of a surfboard? That is 7 inches. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 1 math. The chapter we're working on is measurement. And the lessons we have covered today are read a thermometer, compare objects' length and height, measure using objects, measure using an inch ruler, and which customary unit of length is appropriate. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. They are available during the shift timings, that is from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? So that's all for today. If you have any questions, you can please write down the questions in the chat box. I am here to answer all your questions. So any questions you can please ask. No questions. No questions. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.